She was the kind of girl people never worried about, not because she was okay, but because she never complained. She smiled when she was supposed to, she showed up when she had to, and she always said, "I'm fine." But what people didn't see was the weight she carried silently. Loneliness doesn't always look like being alone. Sometimes it looks like being surrounded by people who never really see you. She would sit in a room full of voices, yet feel completely invisible, laughing at jokes, nodding at conversations, while her mind was screaming for someone to notice that she was slowly falling apart. At night, everything became louder, the silence, the thoughts, the questions. Her phone stayed quiet. No messages, no missed calls, no, "Are you okay?" No, "I miss you." And she wondered, how can I feel so empty when I'm always there for others? She was always the listener, the one people ran to when they were hurting, the one who gave advice, comfort, and strength. But when she needed someone, there was no one to run to. She started believing something was wrong with her. Maybe she wasn't interesting enough. Maybe she wasn't important enough. Maybe she was just forgettable. Loneliness has a dangerous way of making you doubt your worth. She blamed herself for everything, for being too quiet, for being too sensitive, for feeling too much. Every smile she showed the world cost her a little more energy inside. She would look in the mirror and barely recognize the girl staring back. Tired eyes, forced expressions, a heart that just wanted to rest. Some days, getting out of bed felt like the hardest thing she had ever done, not because she was lazy, but because she was exhausted from pretending she was strong, pretending she was happy, pretending she didn't need anyone. There were moments when she felt completely replaceable, like if she disappeared, life would go on exactly the same. And that thought hurt the most. But loneliness doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been strong for too long without support. One evening, after another long day of silence, she sat alone by the window. The rain was falling softly, matching the heaviness in her chest, and for the first time she allowed herself to cry, not quietly, not silently, but honestly. She cried for the conversations that never happened, for the love she gave but never received, for the version of herself that kept waiting for someone to save her. And in that moment, something inside her shifted. She realized something important. She had been waiting for someone else to choose her. While she kept abandoning herself, she had been measuring her worth by how much attention she received, by how many people stayed, by how often her phone lit up. But her value was never meant to be decided by others. That night, she made a quiet promise to herself. I will stop begging for connection from people who don't see me. She didn't suddenly become confident. She didn't magically feel happy. Healing isn't loud. Healing is slow. But she started doing small things. She stopped explaining her pain to people who didn't listen. She learned to sit with herself without feeling ashamed of her emotions. She started choosing peace over constant disappointment. Loneliness didn't disappear, but it changed. It no longer felt like emptiness. It became space. Space to breathe, space to grow, space to understand herself. She realized that being alone is not the same as being unworthy. Some people are meant to walk alone for a while, not because they are unwanted, but because they are becoming stronger. She stopped chasing validation, stopped forcing connections, stopped shrinking herself just to be accepted. And slowly, she began to feel lighter. She still has lonely days. She still has quiet nights. But now she knows loneliness is not her identity. It is just a chapter. And if you are listening to this right now, feeling unseen, feeling forgotten, feeling tired of being strong, please hear this. You are not invisible. You are not difficult to love. You are not asking for too much. You are simply asking the wrong people. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stay alive, stay kind, and not give up on yourself even when no one is clapping for you. Your story is not over. This quiet phase is not the end. One day, someone will hear your silence and understand it. Until then, be that person for yourself. Because the girl who survived loneliness without losing her heart is stronger than she will ever realize.